Oh yeah, Decon 2056. Some ridiculousness. Hello, this is DarkElf85 on YouTube or HektontheMage's on PSN. And welcome to Shadowrun. Which Shadowrun? Hong Kong Extended Edition. Sorry, brain's not fully working because I'm tired. Hope everyone's doing okay. I had my 2 classes today for work. And my colleague is en route back to the USA. Although another colleague mentioned that airports were closed in Florida, so I'm kind of confused. Worried what that means. There's only 2 things I can think of that would close an airport in the USA. Really bad weather, shootings from guns. Because, you know, it's like that's not a thing in the USA. Yes, it is. Which shouldn't be a thing, but it is, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, I had Gaichu with me. And we are trying to find some dude and hijack his program or something to help Isabel. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. Alarm panel, send your drone into vent. This panel controls simple building maintenance and safety features. While the panel's admin level user interface has been locked away behind a biometric fingerprint reader, a skilled decker could easily bypass such restriction. Yeah, I'm not a decker. View archived work manifest logs. Huang millions. The damned sprinklers went off again. The entire kitchen was flooded and Chief Bun quit. No, it was Bun Abune, but we're going to go with Bun. We're going to have to go with third-party caterers for the big event this weekend because we sure as hell can't steam a few thousand clams without any kitchen staff. Anything else? No, that's it. Okay, walk away. This wall vent looks large enough to accommodate a standard security drone. Dang nabbit, this is why I should have brought Raptor, but I didn't. Doors. Oh boy. Hello. The Harbor Spire's kitchens are a whirlwind of activity. Attractive 20-somethings in white catering uniforms dash in and out of the room, their arms laden with heaping trays of steaming shellfish. One man stands still amidst the chaos, the eye of the storm. His white coat is at least half again whiter from those of his subordinates, his collar starched as stiff as a board. It also has red, but you know, I don't talk about that. The floor manager notices you and his eyes narrow. He stalks towards you, practically frothing at the mouth. You can't help but notice the embroidered corporate logo on his lapel. Pastry, magic, and more. Fine catering. The image is completed by a stylized rendering of what appears to be a frolicking kitten standing astride a pair of shooting stars. What the fuck? What kind of logo is this nonsense? It's like a laser cat. Okay. You! What are you doing in my kitchen? He glances at your chest, sees the visitor badge hanging from the lanyard that Isabel gave you dangling around your neck. Convention goers are not allowed beyond the show floor. That's what I get for not having corporate or socialite. God damn it. I get the crappy answers. So, I smelled clams. Are you steaming clams back here? I'm sorry. I must have gotten turned around. Do you know where the Shiowa's kiosk is? I really like your uniform. Could I buy one from you? Let's do this one. No, I don't know where your damned kiosk is. Go ask on the show floor. Really? Really like your uniform. Can I buy one for my daughter? He stares at you. You want to buy one of our uniforms? Yeah, an extra small one. If you got it, I think that she'd love that kitten logo. His mouth tightens. It isn't a kitten. It's supposed to be a celestial tiger. It looks like a kitten to me. He hangs his head low, color creeping into his cheeks. Yeah, I know. I keep telling our graphic designer, but he never listens. You want a uniform? 500 new yen. Pay up or get out. Chris, shit, I don't even think I have 500. Oh, I do, thank God. Okay, but I've got charisma plus 4 biatches. Okay. Oh, come on, be reasonable. I'll pay you 5 new yen for the uniform and another 295 for your assistance. 300 new yen, huh? He mulls it over, chewing on his mustache as he thinks. Hell with it. You've got a deal. Transfer the money to his credit stick. Done and done. Now where's the uniform? He jerks his head toward a door in the corner of the room. It's in the ready room over there. Over here. The kitchen manager clicks a button on his wrist and the door slides open. He smiles proudly. Remote system to help servers with full hands. You mean you, but not the servers. Kind of confused. That's a pretty sweet piece of gear there. It is actually. The hotel doesn't just hand these things out, you know. Most other catering companies would never get their hands on one. Now grab your uniform and get out of my hair, alright? We're busy here. I have a door personage. I could have a drone pick it up. He said I paid money for it. I don't go through that door. I think I do go through that door. Two men, one that apparently does appear like a ghoul, go to a woman's room. And no women are in here. You enter the women's restroom to find Isabel waiting impatiently for you. Her guest badge dangles from its lanyard at a canted angle, and the clumped ropes of her hair look frazzled. The sight of you, she steps forward. You're here. Good. I was getting tired of hanging out in the ladies' room. You have the uniform? Item. Catering uniform. Oh, shoot. We didn't read this. Hold on. Drink a minute. A size 4 uniform from the Pastry, Magic, and More catering company. Hand it to her. There you go. She eyes the embroidery of the logo, nodding. Good. Good. This will work. Alright, I'm gonna change into this thing and hightail to the employees only door on the far side of the convention hall. They'll let me in, even without a badge. They'll just figure that some rich guy wants a drink. Where's the VIP area? On the other side of the convention floor. I'll have to cross the show floor to do it, but that should be safe enough. Nobody pays attention to the catering staff at these things. So I'll make my way across, pass through the door, and take the elevator up to the admin wing on the 6th floor. All that you need to do is take your position and wait for my instructions without raising an alarm. Pretty simple stuff. Should be foolproof, assuming that you don't screw anything up. Do you have any questions? Have you figured out what you're going to do about the spotty comlink connection? Yes. There's a demo kiosk near the VIP entrance. It's running some new Matrix Avatar editing suite or something like that. The software is called Perfect Persona. When I get to the admin area, I'm going to patch myself into the Perfect Persona console, and we're going to communicate through that. It isn't a perfect solution, but it beats having to deal with a dropped connection. Just be sure to grab the kiosk when you're in position. Don't let anyone else get to it. Oh, golly. What should I do between when you leave and when you get in position? Walk the show floor. Mingle. Try to look like you belong here. Just try not to say or do anything that'll stand out in a bad way. You're supposed to be a hot new decker in town. Try to act the part. I am. What am I supposed to do on the show floor again? Oh. Wait by the VIP area door. When I identify Rhombus, you'll apprehend him and tell him that he's a lucky winner of a complimentary VIP pass upgrade. Even though I'm supposed to be a hot new decker, I'm kind of confused. You escort him to the VIP doors into a room that'll have empty and waiting. Then we'll get the software from him together, beat him up, and stash him in a closet. No more questions, let's hit it. So mad that I have all this money that I spent. I spent half the money that I have left over. Don't like it. It's a vengeance grower. This dwarf doesn't have any obvious headwear, but his hands are lined with artfully designed induction pads. The fudge? He looks up from his place in the noodle line and gives you a nod. Line starts back there. He gestures toward the back of the line. Better take your place now if you want to get in on this. The food court gets busy around this time of day. Examine his guest badge. It's a standard 3-day pass hanging on a lanyard embroidered with the Shirewa's logo. The name on the badge is Grimson. I wanted to compliment you on your saber hands. That's nice work. Thanks. They're custom. He lifts his right hand to the light. The honeycomb structure of the induction pad's circuitry glints under the smooth plastic of its surface. It's surprisingly hard to find. Oh, that's him speaking. Surprisingly hard to find induction pads that aren't hidden under synthetic skin. Why wouldn't you want them to be hidden? Doesn't that make them obvious? Doesn't making them obvious kind of defeat the purpose? They're a work of art. Who designed them for you? I know a guy out Neo-Tokyo way. Works at one of Renraku's Chiba clinics. I got him to make the things for me. Costs an arm and a leg, or both arms and no legs. If you want to get technical about it, but it was worth it. Gotta run. Good talking to you. He turns back toward the noodle extruder. Yeah, you too. There's another noodle extruder over there, but let's do it safe. I don't trust myself to not F up. The magic of reloading. A hot noodle dispenser. Lamian, juke string, and god damn it, game. I even have it set so I can read it. Food here is always Drac. Why do we keep buying it? Because eating this is better than waiting to get back in the line to get back into the con. Ah, famous words, famous words. Okay. Software demo station. Of course, this year's model will feature our new lightingware jack interface technology. Does that mean that it won't be compatible with projecting interface? Unfortunately, we couldn't bring the ultimate in data jack uplink speeds without redesigning the interface. Boo. You will have to update your data jack to take advantage of these exciting... Gosh, sounds like Apple and other companies. Display devoted to a third-party cooling system for terminals and setbacks. Oh, that's a software demo. Wait, there's multiple software demo stations? I'm kind of confused. Scoped it. Your commonly crackers of life with an ear-splitting hiss, Isabel. Okay, I've jacked into the AMA compute static. Imitative, but I can work with it. Are you in position yet? No, not yet. It to the waiting position near the VIP entry. Your ears are full. And use the kiosk. Remember, perfect persona. Okay, come on. While you're getting there, I'll start working on getting VIP access to locate Rome. Got it. I'll signal when you. I'll signal when you're ready. Lovely. If there is anything else that you'd like to see on the show floor, you best do it now before we use the kiosk. I doubt that we'd get the opportunity to afterward. Well, before we hit the kiosk. Oh, I see. So that... Okay, game! Is it this one? Where's the VIP? It looks like maybe it's that. She ran over here. Oh no, that's Signal. Okay, never mind. Judging by the patches sewn onto his bomber jacket, this elf is from the non Council Island, to be specific. A forested chunk of rock in the middle of Lake Washington that was called Mercer Island until the Native American nations who claimed it. He doesn't look Amerindian though. If anything, he looks Chinese in descent, though his mask makes it hard to tell for sure. He turns to face you at your approach. His features are mostly hidden, but you can see that he's sporting a high steel collar and spiky hair. His cheeks are high-boned and hollow. The Decker's eyes track from you to guide you, and his face lights up. Hey man, nice costume. That armor almost looks like real metal. He leans in for a closer look. What's it made out of? Foam? Thermoplastic? It is metal. Decoated and battle-worn. Brief pause. I am very devoted to authenticity. Good for you for saying something that doesn't sound like, oh, what? His jaw drops open even though he has a mask on. You know, COVID-19 and all. No, I'm never going to stop making those morbid jokes. Just saying. That's the type of person I am. No, Drac? Man, how rich are you? That stuff isn't cheap. He shifts his attention to you. And, what do you want from... What do you want... did you want something from me? What's up? Just wanted to get to know my fellow Congoers. You from Council Island? Yeah, what gave me away? He makes a point of showing off his jacket. The tribal insignias look strangely out of place here on the deck con floor. You from Seattle? Yeah, thereabouts. No Drek. Well, it's good to meet you, chummer. The Seattle shadow slang sounds incredibly awkward when delivered in Cantonese, but he doesn't seem to notice. Council Island is non-territory, and you don't look Amerindian. What's your deal? I'm not Amerindian. I do live on Council Island, though. My dad is a diplomat from Tirnanog. We live on the island. Actually, they treat us like kings there. But you look Chinese. Tirnanog is in Ireland, isn't it? Come on now, let's think. My character's not going to think this. I am going to select this. That does sound pretty good. Gotta admit, I'm jealous. Because, you know, could be mixed, but we're going to choose that. You know, slowly. Yeah, see. Or living there. Well, yeah. This may come as a shock to you, but there are Asian people in Ireland. I mean, we do exist there. I'm an idiot. As it happens, my father is related by marriage to a minor member of the Connaught family. That's one of the Tuatha De Danann, if you do know. Yeah, I don't know, and I probably butchered that Irish or Gaelic. You have heard of the Tuatha De Danann, haven't you? Afraid not, no. Care to fill me in? They're the ruling families of Tirnanog, chummer. Like, they run the government there, which is how my dad got his government job. Do you, like, live under a rock or something? How did you not know about this? I was in prison. Is there anything in specific that you're here to see? Yeah, I'm here to check out the 57 Fuchi cyberdecks. My 55 Cyber 7 is barely cutting it these days. I want to see what they're coming out with next year, and I've heard that they have a demo station. ESP control. So tell me, what's your favorite new ESP for inclusion operations? I like Blast Hammer personally. Heard of it? It's open source, developed by the Southeast Asian decking community. There's a number on Blocker IC. Oh god, I'm embarrassing myself! Blast Hammer, I've never heard of it. He snickers to himself. Really? It's only the most popular freeware attack ESP in Southeast Asia. He's practically shouting. His face is lit up with maniacal glee. Calm down, man. I'm from Seattle, not Southeast Asia. Yeah, well, you better get with it if you want to survive out here. He leers at you, his expression all smugness and superiority. I mean, I'm just saying. Gotta go, sorry. Yeah, see ya. Fuck you. Pot-bellied troll with 2 days worth of mangy stubble smiles and turns to face you. The chrome of his data jack shimmers well in the light, but his cyberdeck is conspicuously absent. The troll glances down at Gaichu, smirks. Can't tell if that's a guy or a gal. Wait, they said he, right? I think they said he. Hey, nice costume. Not the kind of cosplay I'd expect to see at a decking convention, but whatever. You got the armor wrong, though. Red samurai pauldrons don't look like that. Gaichu turns to face the troll, clearly taken aback. I assure you, the design is quite authentic, despite what you might have seen on the Tridio. Sorry, man, but you're wrong. I mean, I can see that you put a lot of effort in, but you should have done your homework first. This is red samurai armor, you fool. The troll snickers in amusement. He gives Gaichu a condescending smile. Yeah, pal, sure it is. That's what I love about you cosplayers. You can never bring yourself to admit when you're wrong. It's so surreal. Turns to you. He turns to you as Gaichu bristles. Hey, what's going on? His badge hangs low on his lanyard. You catch a glimpse of his decking handle headspace. Strange to see someone at a deck home without a cyber deck. Although I don't have one. He snickers. There we go. I could say the same about you. Where's your deck, man? Don't have one. I'm here to cover the event for the Shadowrun BBS. Would you not have a deck? I left it in my hotel room. Bad place for you to do it. This entire show is a pissing contest, in case you didn't know. Walking around without a deck is like, well, use your imagination. So where's your deck? You didn't give us an answer. He taps his head with a smile. Right up here. I've got the next generation of decking technology. The Cranio Cyber Deck. Dear Lord, you're gonna... Oh, that's horrible. That's so wrong. He continues without waiting for a response. It's the apex of modern decking. Why is it so hard for me to read? It's the apex of modern decking technology. Miniaturized, compact, easy to sneak into the most sensitive of locations. I don't need to lug a great big external deck around with me anymore. What, you don't need to carry around a keyboard with you? That's what it looks like, in my opinion. It's a night and day difference between this and my old Fairlight Excalibur friend. Night and day. Why get a deck installed in your head? Why wouldn't I? It's compact, it's versatile, it's fast and powerful. Oh my gosh. What if something dies in it? Do you become brain dead? I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. With this sweet baby, I can deck wherever I go, whenever I want, without having to lug something the size of an electronic keyboard around with me. See? Told ya. That's what they used to look like. Maybe they still do, I don't know. It's the best of all worlds, I'm telling you. You've got to get one for yourself. Yeah! Somehow this comes through. Isabel's voice crackles in over your comlink. This guy is an idiot. Cranial cyber decks are a terrible idea for more reasons than I can count. Deckers swap out their gear every couple of months. You want someone monkeying around in your brain that often? I'll make it easy for you. You don't. The troll continues, blissfully unaware of Isabel's interruption. So, have I sold you on a head deck of your own yet? Come on, you know that I have. Gosh. Yeah, you've got me. I've got to get one of those for myself. It's sarcastic. Wouldn't you have people poking around in your head every time you need to upgrade? That is a big one. And how is that safe? Is that invasive surgery as well? Jesus. I'm afraid not. I think the negatives outweigh the positives. He blinks. Well, I guess, but that thing is going to be obsolete within 6 months, and then you're going to what? Get more brain surgery? He crosses his arms, sets his jaw. It's no different from installing and I don't know what the fuck that is. An encephalon, and everyone does that. You know what an encephalon is, right? No. Is that a real thing, or is that something made up for Shadowrun? If it's a real thing, I have no idea. I don't know a lot about different things. Whatever type of implants. What do you know anyway? Nothing. Not a thing. Now leave me alone. Leave me alone. Look at this product. High capacity stack memory devices. I'm going to take my time. F it. If I have to do more, I save. Convention staff. Simpsons parlor. Decking area. Yeah. As you approach the corner of the convention floor, you find a brightly lit entrance. There are signs on the walls pointing toward it. Simpsons Parlor, decking area. As you draw closer, a convention staffer in a bland uniform steps toward you. Sorry to say it, but we're a bit crammed right now. If you hang tight, we should be able to squeeze you in soon. There's maybe a half-hour wait. Please, places like this never run at full capacity. You're keeping a few VIP seats in the back, right? I don't have a half hour. Are you sure that I can't just slip on by? I can make it worth your while. Not really. Listen, man, I'm going in. Feel free to get in my way. We're full up. We're full up. I don't know how else to say it. You need to wait like everyone else. Stay cool, and we'll get you in as soon as possible. The show organizers are going to be livid when they heard that you made me wait. I'm going to complain like an egotistical me type of jerk off. Hooah! Back away. All right, I'm going. Enjoy the show. What's this stuff for demo? That's technologies. Format agnostic subject calibration software. Yeah, that's a mouthful. Who are you? Tired attendee. The man standing at the As Technology demo station looks strangely out of place at a Decker convention. He isn't carrying a cyber deck, and you can't see any sign of cyberware on his person. Not even a data jack, which I don't have one either. He looks up from the kiosk blinking. Oh gosh, he looks tired, alright. Did you want to use this? Am I in your way? He sounds preoccupied. He shifts his body and his movements are unnaturally smooth and graceful. As he moves, you can see that the kiosk screen is flickering. Apparently the demo software has glitched out. Spellcasting or conjuring. Use astral perception to read the man's aura. Your third eye slides open and the world around you goes gray. The flashing screens and blinking lights of the DECCON show floor fade to nothing. The aura of the man in front of you crackles like a bonfire. He's magically active, very much so. His entire body scintillates with barely contained magic. As your third eye flutters shut, color and vibrance return to the world. The man in front of you clears his throat. So, if you're not here for the kiosk, is there something that you needed? Examine his visitor's badge. The badge hanging from his lanyard is a cheap day pass, only good until the show floor closes tonight. The name field says Gamage. I'm not going to say Gamage. Gamage in block letters. You're not a Decker. You're an adept. His demeanor changes, goes from tired to suspicious. Why do you say that? You kidding? With your cat-like reflexes, what else could you be? Because I read your aura. then you're as out of place here as I am. Look, I'm here to relax and get off the streets. They've got free clams and free wine, and everybody but you seems happy to keep to themselves. So just leave me in peace, okay? I can't do Shadowrun. I don't have that etiquette. Oh, I want to do that. Dang it. Hey, whatever you say. Thank you. Wait, I've got to run. Take care. Later, then. Enjoy the show. He turns back to the kiosk, his eyes fixed on the far door. Shit, this door? Oh, god damn it. That's not good. Unless they mean over here, but I don't think so. Gucci's new. Blah, 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 blah. Why did that one last forever unlike the other one? Jeez. Fuck! You didn't hear me say that. It was fine. It's not too big of a deal. A soda can flipped over, but it was fine, I think. I drank most of its content, so it's okay. Let's see. These deckers look different from from many of the others on the show floor. They're all in red. No, that's not true. Just that one. As you approach, you can see the quiet confidence in their postures and the steel in their eyes. Unlike their peers, these are professionals. Shadowrunners. The most vocal of the three, a female orc with an obvious cyber eye. Well, you mean the one that's covered by hair because I don't clearly see it? Because I can't tell by the other one? Addresses you. Maybe you can settle this. My colleagues and I have a difference of opinion on the relative merits of the mid-range cyber decks. Would you agree that the Fuji Virtua X is the best mid-range deck in its class? I can't tell if you are a man or a woman or someone that would identify with either. I don't know if I can do an androgynous voice. Yeah. You always do this, Harridan. You word your questions to these strangers and into giving you answers that you prefer. Now, the community consensus is that the Virtua X is just an overpriced rehash of the Cyber 6 in a nicer looking case. And you look way young, so it's hard to tell. Oh, that's a her. Oh, shut up, Pierce. Her voice is surprisingly... Oh, shut up, Pierce. Her voice is surprisingly deep and brassy. You're doing the same thing. Besides, everyone knows that Fuji is going down the tubes. Villers is pulling assets out of the company and transferring them to his other holdings as fast as he can get away with it. So if Fuji is collapsing in on itself, and Fairlight doesn't do mid-range machines, then Allegiance is obviously primed to the orc size. Novahat here is Allegiance's #1 superfan, in case you couldn't tell. Never mind the fact that their only current product, the Alpha, is woefully lackluster next to the competition. We've been going around and around on this for hours. So what do you think? Which deck is going to be best in class at the mid-range price point in 57? Hate to break it to you, but Fuji's gonna stay on top in the mid-range market. The Virtua X the best in class for its price point next year, just like it was this year. You can forget. I'm probably gonna do Charisma. I'm not a brand loyalist, guys. I don't have a horse in this race. You can forget Allegiance and Fuji. This time next year, Cranial cyber dicks are gonna be the hottest thing in town. God, I don't do a lot of research about store-bought decks. I prefer to build my own. It's a he. Okay, he raises an eyebrow. That wasn't an answer. You're dodging the question. Thank goodness I have a charisma of 5, but unfortunately not an intelligence of 5 because... that's because this is all basis speculation. A million things could happen between now and 57. That is true. I've said all that I have said. I don't have an answer. That's why I'm not pretending anything. The smart dicker waits until the reviews are in before committing to a purchase. What he's saying makes sense, guys. It might not be a fun answer, but it's a good one. Yeah, I suppose. She frowns. It's so much more fun to argue, though. Gosh. I think that you've earned your seat at the table, friend. The orc makes space for you to join the group. Come on over and join us. Okay, got any hot tips for a fellow decker might find useful? I've been out of the loop for a few days. How are you enjoying the con so far? He shrugs. It's what it always is. Bad food, a lot of antisocial people, and overpriced vendor kiosks. By the end of the weekend, I'm probably going to have measles and or the flu. To be perfectly honest, I don't even remember why we all fly out here every year. Beers. We come out here because you started getting excited about the show months in advance every year. You left me 15 voice messages to make sure that I remember to book the hotel room. That's because I remember what happened in 52. I do enough sleeping on the street back home. I don't need to do it when I'm on vacation too. When I'm on vacation too. Wait, what? Wait, what? I don't get that. Oh, okay. I guess it's something else. Something about something that related with what, yeah. But it still doesn't make sense. I guess he's talking about something else, that's fine. How many times do I have to apologize for that? I'll let you know when you can stop. Where are you from? Macau. I've got a house in Indonesia. Spend most of my time in Seattle, though. I'm from Phnom Penh. Oh, Phnom Penh, sorry. Phnom Penh. I do a lot of work out here in Hong Kong. Sorry, in HK. Because it's abbreviated. Got any hot tips that fellow deco might find useful? I've been out of the loop for a few days. She chuckles. Hey, join the club. Between travel arrangements and the transorbital flight out here, I'm a little behind on current events. Wait, okay. I'm assuming based on what she told me that she's somewhere from, like, either wouldn't that be Thailand or Vietnam? Maybe pushing Cambodia or some other place. How is that far away from Hong Kong? Hong Kong. It shouldn't be that far away. Unless travel is horrendous from those areas, from that region to Hong Kong. I don't really know. I mean, she could also be from Malaysia. I don't really know that name. The names there. I can't. Really bad. I'm sorry, folks. It's because I'm in Korea doesn't mean I know a whole lot. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Wish that I could help you, but I sort of lose touch with the world the week of the con. Yeah, because he really wants to come here. Gotta go. Right. She waves. See you around the show floor. And we got, I think, one. Ah! I think when I originally played this, I thought I really had to hurry up because of what Isabel said, but I don't think it matters. Mr. Lin. The orc behind the counter looks up from his sales sheet. He wearily recites what sounds like a rehearsed welcome. Welcome. Let's see. Welcome to Mr. Lin's Big Time Data Shack. Special show prices for this event only. He waves a hand over the bench. Feel free to browse. Let's look Look through his inventory. Sure. You know, I can't buy shit because I don't have that much money. Not that it matters because I wouldn't buy anything anyway. Man. Really, that light pot is in my way. Bullshit, he was able to walk through there. Oh, fuck you, game. Literally couldn't walk on the... I guess that's like real flame or something. I don't know. Looks like a light sphere, but maybe just... Who knows? Whatever. Excuse me. Alright. Perfect persona. The perfect persona kiosk flickers to life at your approach. A debug menu pops onto the screen along with a text prompt in all caps. Lore, let's see. Lore, enter the following key code into the kiosk. Yeah, please do it for me. I'm not typing that out. You tap the code on the kiosk's keyboard. A moment later, a series of 5 loud popping sounds rattles off in your comlink's earpiece. Isabel's voice fills your ear, crisper and cleaner than it was before. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me, Laura? Yes, I hear you. And also, I'm itching my mid-back. No, that doesn't sound right. What's the area underneath your shoulder on your body? Like right under your, where your, like the armpit area? Below the armpit in the back. I don't know what that area is. That itch there. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. What was that? A command line code for the kiosk to connect with your comlink via direct link. A hint of smugness creeps into her voice. This way, we can bypass using a comlink entirely. Very clever. I know. As long as you remain within a couple of feet of the kiosk, we shouldn't have any problems. Wander too far outside of that range and you're gonna get static again. So basically, I can't move from this spot. That's what I said, right? I know. Now that we're all linked up, give me a second and I'll locate Rhombus. You hear the sound of rattling keystrokes coupled with Isabel muttering under her breath. The line falls silent. The silence stretches. 10 seconds, 20. Then you hear Isabel explode. What the hell? He already has one? How the fuck does Rhombus merit a VIP pass when I don't? Wait, he's already in the VIP area? She rails into your earpiece, fuming. I'm twice the decker that he is, and everybody knows it. What makes him a VIP when I'm not? Maybe he has friends in high places. She takes a moment to calm herself. You can almost feel the heat of her anger radiating through your earpiece. Alright. I know which room he's staying in now. Another strange silence. I'll just need a few minutes to get you your VIP upgrade. The line goes dead. I say we cut down the door, find the dwarf, and a series of clicks erupts in your ear, cutting Gaichu's sentence short. Your PDA begins blinking. You are receiving a video chat request. Wow, I don't have any other option. Answer the call. Oh, that's lovely. That's what you get for, like, yelling. Okay. I guess technically she was yelling in cyberspace. Or in, the Matrix. Isabel blossoms onto the screen along with a pair of towering security guards. The line that connected her to the admin terminal hangs loose from its socket. I'm going to ask you again. What the hell are you doing in here? Take your time and make sure that you're telling me the truth. I'll know if you don't. That's a nice portrait. Isabel stammers helplessly. Well, I was just looking for the person who ordered this coffee. What? You were looking for him in the Matrix? And besides, you don't have any coffee, so try again. She continues to sputter, her eyes dart toward the screen, fixing on you. You can see the desperation on her face. Well, I need to, All right, Isabel, listen up. Say what I say and you'll be fine. Say okay if you understand. Okay. Last chance. Start talking sense. Or spend the night with the HKPF. Okay. I just wanted to surprise my boyfriend. I just wanted to surprise my boyfriend. He works in this room. No, I'm not saying. She catches herself, clenches her jaw. I just wanted to surprise my boyfriend. Apparently he works here. Oh my gosh, really? Don't say apparently. The guards glance at his counterpart. We don't have time for this. Just kick her out and be done with it. The guard in front of Isabel straightens. Oh shit, that's the one who I voiced as that. Yeah, you're probably right. She looks down. Oh, one's a female. I didn't realize the one in front of her. Okay, well. It's hard to tell because it's... I don't know, I'm not playing on some like 200-inch television screen. You know, like most people. She looks down at Isabel, hands on her hips. I'm gonna let you go with a warning this time, but only this once. If I catch you anywhere near this room again, turn you over to the police. Got it? But I argue with her. Just let them kick you out of the room. Yes, sir. I thought it was yes, ma'am. I'm so confused. I guess she looks to the right of her. She clenches her jaw, looks up at the guard. Yes, sir. Good call. The line goes quiet as she moves out of the server room. Oh, I control her. I'm going to leave that one available just in case I need to redo everything. Probably not, but... You know this door's open, right? What a damn nightmare this is turning out to be. I'm sorry, Laura, but I couldn't get you your VIP access. Let's see. You got out of there in one piece and without the cops getting drawn in. That's what's important. Probably that too, but I'm going to say that one. You're right. At least I know where we have to go. Rhombus has... I know I'm saying rhombus and not rhombus. It's probably rhombus. I should be saying rhombus. So I'm going to say rhombus. Rhombus has a room in the VIP section, and I can get us there. There's only one problem. Without VIP access, you can't open the door without sounding an alarm. The picture on your PDA flickers worryingly. A moment later, Isabel's image returns to the screen. And that you through from this side. That's what I'm going to do now. I'll make my way down to you and open the door. I lost a bit of that. Are we going to have communication problems again? Maybe. A bit. I'm still using the kiosk to talk to you, but now I'm not jacked in. I'm not jacked in, and I can't route messages to it directly anymore. Please stay put. If you lose the kiosk, we're going to have serious communication issues. Got it. Oh, and I may need your help if I run into more people up here, Lore. In case you hadn't guessed, I'm not exactly a social butterfly. If things go loud, I'll really need your help. Got your back. Let's do this. Fuck you. Let me save. Thank you. You know what? Fuck it. I'm saving it. Dark, you just said you weren't gonna... Yeah, I don't care. Alright. I like how I'm supposed to be someone who's serving, but I also have a deck. I mean, a deck. What's in here? What's in this door? Like, I'm expecting them to watch me moving all over the place. Computer. Isabel takes a quick glance at the terminal. I'll be damned. It's logged into an admin inbox and somebody left it unlocked. I can't open the door for you from here, but we can read the messages if you want. Do it. Isabel turns the camera in her PDA to face the screen of the terminal. Amber text on the stark black background swims into focus. HR Serve Hotel Messaging Service version 2.0. Read messages. Mate, want Ghost in the Machine? Ghost in the Machine! What is it? What's the full title of Ghost in the Shell? Something complex? I can't think of. Yeah. Anyway, or one of the ones of Ghost in the Shell. Hammond, leave it unplugged. It came back. Damn it, Control. Open the first message. And actually, I'll be right back. I need to step out and do some things. today and yesterday, my school's been having its, well, again, I guess starting again because of less COVID-19 cases, but and most schools are doing it, having their autumn festivals. Basically, have musical guest performances, students can eat and I think probably drink, because I think they offer alcohol. Not sure, but I would think, because for the most part, I mean, I don't know if this is technically you can drink anywhere as long as your age, but normally when they have these types of festivals, they serve alcohol, I think. And usually during the day part, amateur singing hour. Earlier today I was I in the restroom? Wasn't in my office because I had my windows shut, but I could hear someone trying to sing whatever current like K-pop song, and like as usual, not hitting those notes. But yeah, I guess they've had some relatively known artists. I mean, maybe not recently known artists, but like within the past like 5-10 years or so. Okay, that's kind of sounds bad, but like there was no indication of what artists are headlining or anything on the flyers that they posted, like relatively late, in my opinion. Everything was just really late, and most students didn't know what's going on. Although I think I had one student today couldn't be in class because he was working the event, so he gave him a pass. But yeah, I guess they have some kind of famous people showing up. But I don't care. I'm streaming for all of you. No, I don't really want to butt head. It'd be loud music anyway. I'm amazed I'm not hearing anything. Because yesterday they went until at least I think 9 p.m. and I could hear stuff. So who knows? Let's see. Hopong, Nancy, admin, Wing, she, she. Look, I'm gonna come right out and say it. The security guys are right. There's something horribly wrong with the noodle extruder. I ran a diagnostic on it this afternoon. I was halfway through recalibrating the broth nozzles. I was like, noodles with Z's? Nozzles, when the damn thing started humming. And sure enough, it started churning out steaming hot juxing noodles, just dumping them into the palms of my hands. You don't even want to see the blisters I'm sporting right now. Now here's the freaky thing. The dough hopper was empty. I unloaded it myself prior to beginning the diagnostic. I want to repeat that. I was producing dough out of thin air. That machine is haunted. You want my advice? You get rid of it before the show. Well, they did it, apparently. Hopong Nancy. Unless there's more than two. There was a third one. Isabel blinks nonplussed. I don't know what I was expecting this message to be, but that wasn't it. You want me to keep going? Oh, the second message. See, Decon off. The noodle extruder in the food court area is out of order and should be left unplugged until further notice. Under no circumstances should any hotel or Decon employee tamper with this device. Maintenance is looking into it. Again, do not plug in the extruder. Severe disciplinary action will be taken against any employee caught disobeying these instructions. Let's see. Alright, you want me to open up another message? The third. This is just hilarious in my opinion. Okay, I'm getting seriously creeped out back over here. The damned noodle extruder is back, I can't explain it. We boxed the thing up yesterday and sent it to the manufacturer. It wasn't here 5 minutes ago, but now that we're open, we've opened the doors and the show is underway, I'm strolling through the food court and there it is, just sitting there with a line already forming. What the hell do we do? You and I both know that it doesn't have any dough in it. There's no seasoning in the spice reservoir. We don't have it hooked up to the hotel's water supply. The fucking thing isn't even plugged in. Where are the noodles coming from? What do we do? Do you want me to do more? Yes, we have to read the last one. It's too late, Nancy. At least a dozen people have already eaten from the thing. We can't shut it down now, and we sure as hell can't let anyone know about it. If people were to get sick, the show could be held liable. Look, if it's any consolation, I've been poring through the logs of old shows to see if anyone had mentioned the noodle extruder, and I found something. This exact conversation, 14 years in a row. It's just, it's so weird. I don't know what's happening with this machine. I don't know where it came from, or how, or why, but it's a part of DECCON. Nobody can get rid of it. Nobody knows how it works. It just does, and people keep coming back to visit it. I think that this is a blessing in disguise. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. Just don't question it, and everything will be okay. I don't even know what to say about this. What do you want me to do? Say enough. Get down here and get us to the door. Okay, I'm on it. Yeah, it's so great. It's so weird. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm hacking coughing. That's not a good sign. What's in here? But for supplies, don't mind if I do. Yep. F you security guards. Inspect. Toes of a high level exec in conference room 3 on the bottom floor. Fuck, I didn't save. Also, why do we have the music? Why is the elevator music the sound or the in-between sound is of that show from that not Germanic but Russian or whatever show. Isabel's outline goes fuzzy the moment she sits further into the elevator. Yeah, it's outline music. A loud rhythmic whooshing sound dominates the low end of your PDA speakers. It sounds a bit like the rotors of a helicopter. Heads up, Isabel. We're getting a lot of interference here. An elf in his mid-20s steps aside to let Isabel at the floor selector panel. He looks wired, jittery, stemmed to the gills, most likely. There's no telling how long it's been since he's gotten a wink of sleep. Isabel punches the button for the ground floor. Working the show, huh? That has to be hard. The elf smiles down on Isabel, his expression affable. I'm curious. Oh, my phone's over there charging. Never mind. I was going to look what affable means. I mean, because I don't know offhand. I feel tempted to blow off work and go check out the kiosks. Maybe take in a panel or two. I assume affable means commiserate, like kind of commiserating or something like that. Maybe. I don't know offhand. Say, yeah, it's tough, alright. I wish I could just drop everything and explore. Who says that I haven't? No, okay. This Decker stuff isn't really my cup of tea. I'm just here to work. The first one. She starts repeating her words with forced sincerity. It's tough, alright. I wish that I could just drop. She falls silent. You can see her staring at the man's VIP badge. Isabel, what's wrong? Her eyes remain locked on the man's badge. Kinding, huh? That's an interesting street name. Been decking under it long? A couple of years now, he smiles. Longer than anyone else to use the handle. Creepy. I don't know what you're doing, but be careful. Just smile and eyes, Isabel. You're trying to go unnoticed, remember? Top one. If she hurts you, she does acknowledge it. I know who you are. You're the one who shut down the Kowloon City power grid 6 months ago. He clears his throat. Yeah, that was me. Let's just keep that between ourselves, though, alright? That little stunt screwed over a lot of local deckers. Her voice is soft, but you can detect a definite undertone of hostility. A couple of them soaked up nasty hits of dumb shock because of it. You wrecked the grid while they were jacked into their home machines. My team was in a bind. They needed a power outage right then and there, or they were cooked, so I gave them one. It was the best solution to a bad situation. Let's leave it at that. An icy silence descends on the elevator car. A few seconds later, Isabel pierces it. There was this Decker. She lived out in Haoi, called herself Spinster. She was a good person. Now she's in the ground. She never had a chance. Fuck, I didn't mean to click on that. Another long pause. Slowly, Ding extends his hand toward the emergency brake. Isabel, do you want to go loud? Because that's where this road takes us. She balls her hands into fists. You can read the tension in her body language. She's biting her tongue. Yeah, I didn't. You're gonna have to pause. Sorry, I completely messed that up. I don't know why. At least that's what I heard. I'm just a caterer. I'm not a decker myself, even though I clearly have a deck behind me. He stares down at Isabel. The smile has vanished from his face. Yeah, sure you're not. You've come to get me, haven't you? To take revenge for your friend. Did her people put out a contract on me? Is that it? Yeah. Say, I'm not a decker, honest. I'm just a caterer who spends way too much time looking on the Shadowrun BBS. I'm not a decker. I'm just a caterer who spends way too much time. Abruptly, the connection cuts to static. Well, that figures. Please, Isabel, don't do anything stupid right now. This isn't good. The static pops and hisses for 10 seconds, 20. Finally, the picture warbles back into view. Ding ding. Kinding is in mid-sentence, practically frothing with rage. God damn it. Did what I had to do. If you were in my position, you'd have done the same if you'd have gotten them killed. He's shouting. The sound of it reverberates in the cramped confines of the elevator car. There was no third way out of that scenario. Isabel starts to respond. The anger is clear in her tone. I would not have... Isabel, stop. Listen to me. She stops short. What? You're crazy. An insane person. And when I get out of this elevator, I'm going to the hotel security office. Dick, tell him this. I'm sorry, you're right, sir. I've been clinically diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic, and this morning I forgot to take my meds. To hell with it. Tell him that if he does, he's a dead man. Tell him you're with the Yellow Lotus. Apologize to him and sound like you mean it. That's the only way we're getting out of this now. Tell him to chill out. Get a grip, pal. You're losing your cool over nothing. Top one. I'm sorry. You're right, sir. I'm a paranoid schizophrenic. In my rush to get to the show this morning, I forgot to take my meds. Please don't tell anybody. If I lose this job, I lose my insurance, and you've seen what happens when I don't get my pills. Slowly, the anger drains from his face. Pity replaces it. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me if mine's safe with you. Static. The comms have cut out again. This is getting old. As quickly as it went, and where's this elevator? The picture flickers back onto your PDA screen. Indian looks calmer now. The elevator is descending. Remember what we discussed. You keep your cool, and this turns out well for the both of us. We'll live and let live. Understood? Yes, I didn't want any trouble from you in the first place. I'm just glad this was all a misunderstanding. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'll be happy if this is the last that I ever see of you. The feeling is mutual. The car finally slides to a halt, and the elevator doors slide open. The other decker doesn't get off. Enjoy the rest of the show. Now get a move on, Isabel. Elevator arrives. Can I save game? God damn. The hallway ahead is blocked by a trio of struggling bodies. A blackout drunk troll hangs slung between a pair of cursing security guards, one male and one female. As you watch, they struggle violently to drag her down the hallway. The troll's voice comes out in an inebriated roar. Unhand me, you foolish! Oh, yeah, it looks rather dashing. Why is almost every man who's like of Asian descent have like freaking spiky hair? It's really ridiculous. I wouldn't expect them to have spiked up hair like that in security. I mean, my opinion, but who knows? The older of the two guards, a middle-aged man. Yeah, that pompadour. What's with the pompadour haircut? I guess it's not gelled up, but it looks like it is, like, in a funky way. But it's a pompadour, so. Struggles with all his might to keep his prisoners, flailing arms constrained. You're middle-aged. Don't let her go, Ho Yi. She has the strength of 10 men. Yes, sir. You recognize her as the guard who was standing by the employee entrance on the show floor. Really? Didn't have a picture before. How she got roped into troll hauling duty is anyone's guess. The security captain locks eyes with Isabel. He barks out an order. Clear the hall! Great, another roadblock. Oh shit! A voice chirps out, echoing your words. Great, another roadblock. I should realize she was going to repeat that. With an exaggerated motion, the troll swings her head towards Isabel. You, dwarf girl, help me! These. She hiccups mightily, the sound of her person. These jackheads want me to leave because I'm a troll. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly it, ma'am. What's happening here? None of your business. You're not even hotel staff. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be back here at all. He hugs the troll's left arm to his chest with all of his strength, desperately trying to weigh her down. She lifts his feet a few inches off the floor, then slams him back down. He lets out an audible wimp. Now clear the way and report to your manager. Quit fighting me, damn it, before I talk to him for you. I don't have Socialite. Tell them sorry I had to get more fuel canisters for the chafing dishes? We were told that you had some here. Former door guard stares at Isabel. Recognition dawns on her face. Hey, I remember you. You said that you had to meet some caterers up on 6. What are you doing down here? I was checking to see if anybody down here wanted a drink. Tell him to back off. I don't have to answer to you. I'm not hotel personnel. That one. That's the only best one, Isla. Just checking to see if anyone needed a drink. You want a mojito? Oh my gosh. The man strains against the troll's drunken efforts. His brows beaded with sweat. You shouldn't. Hold still. Be here. Not even to offer drinks. The troll looks down on Isabel and issues a mush-mouthed plea. Ignore these bigots and help me. I'll take the run on the left. You take the right. The troll bucks against the guard's grasp, nearly breaking away from them. They double down on their attempts to hold her. Isabel stares into the PDA. She looks irritated. To hell with this. It's a waste of time, and we've got a schedule to keep. God damn it. My intelligence is 4. God damn you, game. Keep checking screen. Oh, it's her intelligence. No, my intelligence for her fucking intelligence is 6. Or is it 3? Is my intelligence fucking 3? I thought it was... No, it was charisma. God damn it. Goddamn me not putting points in the... Hold on. I can't check. Yeah, they won't allow me to check. I'm mad. Her hand moves towards her weapon. Aren't you helping your other guard? Your captain. What do you mean? What schedule? Tell him or her. The catering schedule. We're serving dessert in 15 minutes. Tell him to hell with it. Light him up. We'll be up there to join you directly. It doesn't matter because these both are going to end poorly. Oh, screw it. Or she's just going to do it. Without another word, she goes for her gun. The security guards recoil in disbelief, and the drunken troll sees the moment to break their grip. She lets out a yelp of exultation. Why are we standing like that? Fight off security. God damn it. A deafening... This is what happens when I don't have enough intelligence. A deafening crackle of static from the intercom draws the attention of everyone on the show floor. A second later, you hear the security captain's voice in glorious stereo, the intercom sounding in one ear and your PDA's earpiece in the other. Oh shit, take her down! Take them both down! All these neutral people. God damn me and my intelligence. Break VIP door. Do I really want to break the VIP door? That doesn't seem lovely. Just saying. Oh, Gaichu's over there? I thought that was Gaichu. That's a Decker. This door appears to be made of hollow core pine, a rarity in modern-day Hong Kong. It wouldn't take much effort to knock off its hinges. An alarm system has been linked into the doorway, but the building alarms are already blaring. Kicking the door down now won't make much of a difference. Break it down. And locks behind us. Check what? It's kind demon. Gosh darn it. Why couldn't she fake stuff about working? I mean, seriously. He really wants her. That's insane. Or him. I'm confused which is who right at the moment. But, no, that is the guy. But, like, seriously, why? Why would she do this shit? It's really annoying. The opener attack in the water stance. Jesus. The middle attack in the water stance. Shh. You missed with me at point blank shot. That's hilarious. Bam. I like how he's just standing there. He's like, I'm not gonna get into this. Fuck that noise. So, are you good? I can fight with him if I want. That's weird. I guess if I want to kill him. This sucks. Although I don't remember if you can, because they might prevent it, but yeah, I didn't have enough abilities. Well, whatever. Oh, he's definitely gonna know now. Huh. Just facing us, he's like, who opened this door? My personal suite. Swanky pad. As you burst through the door, you find yourself standing face to face with a small, heavily tattooed man. Geometric shapes of all descriptions trace their way from his temples down his cheeks and neck to his shoulders. His eyes continue the motif. Each of his irises is a slanted rectangle. Oh my gosh, are you effing kidding me? I can't tell. Is that an airplane? That is an airplane flying by. Okay. Rhombus looks at Isabel in size. If he's surprised to see her, he doesn't show it. You finally want him back, huh? The memories that we locked away. I always knew that you would one day, but you got so hostile after the procedure. I didn't think you'd come around this soon. Isabel glowers at him, her cheeks darkening. Oh, get bent, Rhombus. I got hostile with you because you got hostile with me. Like hell I did. I tried to give you some advice as a friend. If memory serves, you called me a patronizing bastard and slagged my deck. Well, was I supposed to just take that without punching back? Whoa, Isabel, you slagged his deck. Hang on a second. Isabel cuts in, her normal small voice growing raucous. I called you a patronizing bastard because that's what you were being. You wouldn't have taken that tone if I were a guy, or an orc, or a troll. You talked down to me like I was your little sister or something. Well, guess what? I'm not. Whoa, hold up. I talked that way to you because... She shouts over him, cutting him off. Also, punch back? That's a funny way of putting it. You tailored an ESP to troll all of my posts on Shadowland. What kind of prick would do a thing like that? His face goes beet red and his cheeks puff out. The kind whose cat you had killed, you little monster. Captain Whiskers was just a house cat. He didn't have anything to do with this. She veers back in indignation. That wasn't me. I would never hurt a cat. If I were going to have someone killed, it would have been you. Please keep going. This is good fun. Pipe down, both of you. We're going to hash this out together. You two sound like bickering teenagers. Actually, check that. You are bickering teenagers. Will you shut up? Pipe down, both of you. We're going to hash this out together. You're the muscle. I take me the muscle. No, that's Gaichu. You're the muscle. I take it. You and your pal in the costume. Why does everyone in this ridiculous gathering think that I'm wearing a costume? I know. It's a con of idiots. Oh, dark, no. Okay, yeah. His lips part into a bloody grimace. Rhombus sees the gore in his teeth and takes a half step back. Oh shit, you're a ghoul. Yeah. Holy shit, you're really a ghoul. It isn't a question. His voice goes up an octave. He bows. Thank you. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for one of you deckers to acknowledge what I truly am. And she brought you along to beat the information out of me. Is that right? No, I will not beat you. If you fail to cooperate, I will eat your fingers. Rhombus swallows hard. He opens his mouth to speak, but no words come out. Calm down. I won't let him hurt you unless you force me to. Look, you've got something we need, and we're going to get it from you, period. Let me ask you something. How many people did you kill to get to me? I mean, what kind of death toll are we looking at here? I'm assuming that the gunshots in the hall were you're doing. That wasn't my choice, indeed. Yeah, that's right. And if you don't play your card, no, of course not. That had nothing to do with us. That wasn't my choice. It was just how things went down. Yeah, sure. His eyes dart from side to side. Then he starts screaming, "Oh, God fucking damn it. Help! Security! Somebody help!" They can't hear you, Rom. You know why? Because we killed them. Now give me my goddamn key. Which doesn't respond other than to increase the pitch of his screaming. He looks like he's on the verge of hyperventilating. She glances back at you. To hell with this. Let's hit him like a piñata until software comes out. Sounds like a plan? I don't think that any of this is even necessary. You're both behaving like children. I'd prefer to take a lighter touch. This guy is terrified. Just look at him. This is the smartest thing you've said all day. Sure, what the hell? This guy is a pain in the ass anyway. That one. He nods vigorously, wide-eyed. I'll give her what she wants. I'll give her everything. Can you shut up and stop screaming? There, see, he's reasonable. I'm willing to bet that this whole thing was just a misunderstanding. Good. Now put your money where your mouth is and give us the software. I'm going to do the top one. She blinks. What? Oh, okay, Duncan. I've heard variants of the same argument so many times in the Matrix. I'll bet you can't remember what this stupid feud started over. From what I've heard, your argument started over basically nothing. You've both blown this way out of proportion. I don't have time to work out of your personal problems. Rhombus, please give Isabel the software so we can be on our way. You know what? Forget it. Let's just be that one. I don't know what you're... Yes, you do. This whole thing started over me trying to do you a favor. She doesn't remember this part. I don't remember what the advice I was trying to give you was about. I think maybe I was telling you what kind of RAM to pick up for your deck, something like that. Yeah, I think that was it. But you were a real dick about it. She stares up at him fuming. And the argument was nothing. It was what you did after the argument that was unforgivable. Taking the moral high ground isn't going to work for you here. You attacked me first, and for no reason. Fans and Rhombus, the hell with this. I'm here for the software you're holding onto, and not to reconcile your lost relationship. Okay, from what I'm getting here, you both hate each other, but you were friends, right? Once, I guess. You guess? You let me perform amateur brain surgery on you. Hell, you begged me to. We were friends, Isabel. Good friends. And then you went and messed it all up. Both of you shut up. I get what's happening here. This is not amateur brain surgery. Please explain what that means. What the hell has this been about? My memories. The ones about my childhood, the ones that I lost, they aren't gone. They're in headwear storage, locked away behind an encryption key. I've got them, but I can't see them without it. That was your idea, keeping them, I mean. You told me to hold on to the key for you, just in case you ever needed them back. I know, Rhombus, but after everything that had happened, I couldn't just ask you to... You want the encryption key for the memories that we locked away? It's yours. I don't envy you the pain that you'll feel when you unlock them, but they belong to you. You could just ask him. You did this for... Oh my gosh, we could have jeopardized... Oh, we killed guard. We killed security staff, motherfucker. We killed 4 people. God fucking damn it. He keys a series of buttons in his PDA. Isabel's PDA buzzes a moment later. There, check your inbox. You've got the key. Do with it what you will. I was holding on to it for you anyway. Isabel blinks confusedly. But I thought we were enemies now. We were, but there was no reason for us to be. Just take the key and go. Have a nice life. He waves her off. He looks exhausted. Say nothing. Isabel stares at Rhombus, a neutral expression on her face. Finally, she speaks up. I'm sorry, Rhombus. I didn't know how things got as bad as they did, but sorry. Her voice goes sullen. I'm going to find out what happened to Captain Whiskers. I promise you that. That'd be nice of you, I'd appreciate it. Almost bashfully, his gaze flits to the ground. He looks away and color surges to his cheeks. Oh, and I've got something of an admission to make. She rolls her eyes. Look, I get it, Rom. You've always liked me. I hate to break it to you, but it was never that big of a secret. And I know that's why you... His eyes go wide. He raises his hands, palms out, and shakes his head. What? No, no, that's not it at all. I mean, you're a nice girl and all, but just no. Color rushes to her cheeks. But then what? My panic button. Oh, shit. He flips his sleeve inside out, and you can see a blinking red LED embedded in the fabric. I tripped it when you broke in. The cops are on their way. But wait, don't freak out. I'll call them off for you. Oh. She shuffles her feet, looks away. Thanks. Hey, what are friends for? You just wait there. I'll go meet them in the hall and draw them off to another room. Shouldn't take 2 seconds. Oh, and it was nice catching up with you. Good luck with the whole memory thing. You're gonna need it. She nods mutely. Ramos takes off at a run and disappears somehow. We fucking killed 4 hotel security. We killed... Hello, security. This is... We killed 4 fucking guards. I hope you're happy, Isabel. God damn it. God damn it, Isabel. Police captain doesn't even bother to look down at you. She waves you off in an irritable expression on her face. Stand back, please. This is a police matter. Sure thing, officer. Keep up the good work. Enjoy the show. Aren't you with the other guy? You gotta pay someone for a fucking hotel suit. God damn it. The bus trip back to Kaitak is quieter than the ride in was. Your fellow passengers sit crumpled in their seats, barely moving, barely speaking. Their DECCON 2056 t-shirts hang loose on their frames, and their once cherished guest badges have been crumpled into the pocket. You've seen more lively groups on their way to the morgue. Isabel looks up at you, her eyes full of the same post-con fatigue that you see in everyone else's. She gives you a small smile and taps her temple with a fingernail. You got what you came for. This show is over. It's time to go home. What's with this music? We're not battling anything. What is with this music? This doesn't make sense. Your comlink chirps its kindly chang. Yes, ma'am? Come to the Mahjong parlor, my darling. Come to the Mahjong parlor, my darling. I have something I want to show you. Your crew is already here. You know, you're not doing your work. I'll see you shortly. What is with this music? It sounds like battle music. Seriously, it's freaking me out. How am I running? I'm supposed to be running straight, and literally you run off in a direction. My character's really moving the wrong way. It was really weird. And I'm burping, and I don't like that. Think of me. Thank you, that music. Oh, you're the guy that I don't want to speak to yet. As you walk through the mahjong parlor, you see your crew waiting for you, clearly uncomfortable to be so close to the triad boss. Then you see why. Kylie Chang's cheeks are flushed and glowing. She's already hit the bottle pretty hard. Ah, Laura, you're here. Excellent. Yes, Laura, it is good to see you, even though you were right with me a moment ago. They both have expressions that say they'd rather be anywhere else. There's a Maj. No one says that. Do they actually say Maj for Mahjong? Because if so, that sounds horrible. Really? I didn't get that far because I didn't ask about it. So, sure. Let's get to it, shall we? You said you had a lead, Auntie? I did, and I do. Kylie Chang takes out her PDA and gently places it on the table in front of her. The wiretap you placed on the police force has borne fruit. Her mouth breaks into a wolfish grin and her eyes take on a feral gleam. She appears fueled by alcohol and vengeance, a hungry beast on the hunt. My people have delivered a snippet of a recorded video call between the plastic-faced man and Chief Inspector Kreit of the Special Duties Unit. Whoa. This should be good. Should we take a seat? Unfortunately, it's only a snippet. There were some technical difficulties with the tap. She glances at Bao, who nods back at her. The person responsible has been sacked. So, dumped in the harbor with concrete shoes on? Chang reaches out a lacquered fingernail, hunts for the button she's looking for, and stabs it in victory. There's a loud crackling noise at the beginning of the recording, followed by a squelching squeal that makes Gobit cover her ears in pain. When the video recording begins, the man's voice sounds far away, as if he's talking through a thick pane of glass. The woman's is louder, closer. Oh, that's her name? She's Krat? Or Kreit? Say that again. There's something wrong with this line. Oh gosh, that's what he looks like. Or maybe we did see this already. It's just been a while. I said, my client isn't interested in hearing more excuses, Inspector. I said, my client isn't interested in hearing more excuses, Inspector. That's what I thought you said. I'm not making excuses, mister. I have a department to run. Not for much longer, if those two Westerners aren't found. They're linked to this Raymond Black somehow, and my client wants them out of circulation immediately. The two runners are his accomplices, too. The two runners are his accomplices, too. The little orc and the dwarf with the cyberdeck. Gobet looks at Isabeau wide-eyed and swallows hard. Isabeau winks back reassuringly. I'm aware, Inspector. Thank you. We don't know how much any of them know, and my client is adamant that the risk be mitigated immediately. I've already made this the SDU's highest priority. If Josephine wants more resources on it, I'm going to need allocations from elsewhere in the department. That is a problem that can be easily dealt with. My client wants this over now. No more excuses. No more fuck-ups. No more cops floating in the river. Kylie Cheng smiles at that and pours herself a shot. Tell her we're redoubling our efforts. Very good. Dead or alive, you bring them to me. My client requires my personal verification that the threat has been eliminated. Hang on. This line is getting worse. There's a sharp crackle and the recording ends. Kylie Chang picks up her PDA and puts it away with a smile. She unscrews the cap on her bottle and pours herself a shot with a flourish. That's the guy we saw in the surveillance footage. The one who killed Raymond Black. She leans into the PDA. That plastic face looks a lot cooler close up. Gosh, Gobit. I think it's kind of pretty. Isabel. That video doesn't tell us much. I mean, we already knew that there's an APB on us. All we're sure of now is that the man with the plastic face is definitely working for someone else. This Josephine. Is that all we have, Auntie? A first name? It's not just a first name, Gobit dear. It's the first name. Josephine Song. She's the one pulling the strings. Kylie Chang downs her shot and slams the glass upside down on her table. That disease-riddled dog fucker. I should have known. It was her from the beginning. She drums her fingers on the table in front of her. And she had nerve to call down the heat on my runners on Nightjar. Oh, that scabrous fossil's going to pay. This woman has enough power to order the Yes. We already established that. Chang makes a wet hacking noise in the back of her throat and spits on the floor. She's the CEO of Sang Mechanical Services and a member of the Hong Kong Executive Council. Her face turns to a mask of disgust. Josephine dog fucking Sang. What is Sang Mechanical Services? Josephine's baby. It was a B-rated corporation before she married into the Sang family. But after she fought for and won the contract to rebuild Kowloon walled city, their fortunes rose high. They began a rise to power that eventually landed Josephine on the executive council. Walled City? The Walled City? Yes, the same place Raymond Black hired my runners to take him. I've already connected the dots. I don't know what it means, but it clearly means something. CEO, huh? What do you know about her? She's... Wait, what? No, you don't do that twice, game. She was Hong Kong Philanthropist of the Year in 2054 and 2055. Children's hospitals, homeless shelters, food distribution centers. Good causes, and the kind that get good PR because people are too lazy and myopic to look for the real people doing the hard work, the face-to-face with the poor work. Myopic. That's a lovely sounding word. Don't be so cynical, Isabel. Auntie Ching smiles at her sweetly. Coming face to face with the unsanitized for video poor is distasteful, dear. You know that. Her face gets stony. Beyond being a CEO and a philanthropist, I also know that Josephine Sang is a lying, conniving bitch. What is she, fucking? Or the dogs? Or is one? Make up your mind, ma'am. Philanthropist and bitch. Those two things sound mutually exclusive. Well, actually, that's not true. It's not true at all when it comes to a lot of things and people in life. Sounds like you two have a history together. Whatever gave you that impression, my sweet? Her wolfish smile returns. Yes, my darling, I don't like Josephine Sang. And I'm going to fuck her up. I'm going to fuck her up bad. Care to elaborate on that, Auntie? No. She picks up her bottle of swill. Its turpentine fumes drift your way. Not now. Not today. But you'll be there, my darling. I'll make it a party. Sorry, I can't read. I'll make it a party. What do you think the connection is between Josephine Sang and this plastic? Well, obviously some kind of work relationship. I don't know yet, but I will. He called her his client. That may be some sort of lead we can follow. Cheng nods at Wu. Her glance lingers at his biceps a moment before continuing. Gosh darn it. creepy old woman. Yeah. Pervy old woman. Right now, all we know is that he is her instrument, the one who killed Raymond Black. Raymond's not dead. Yes, you may have mentioned that before, Gunshow. She smiles at him reprovingly. Regardless, the Plastic Force Man is still our best lead for figuring out what's going on. Let's get to the chase. What's our next step? There's nothing we can do to touch Josephine Sang, as much as I hate to admit it. But the Plastic Face Man is a different story. He's a third-party operative who's been careless, and he'll live to regret it. Her little black eyes turn stony. For a while. If Song thinks she can take out 2 of my runners and get away with it, I'm going to have to explain things to her. She pulls out a thin black cigar and runs it beneath her nose. We're going to find the plastic-faced man, and we're going to hurt him. We'll hurt him until we know everything he does, and then we will use that to strike back at Josephine Song. She lights her cigar and takes a deep, deep pull. You'll have your vengeance, and I'll have my own satisfaction. She turns away and picks up the bottle. Now get out. I have work to do. Let me save here before I talk with this guy. Because I don't know if I really want to talk to him. Do I really want to talk to him? Anyway, I read something else. A rotund, balding dwarf in a cheap suit turns to face you. Light glints from the heavy gold chains that hang around his neck. When he speaks, the voice that greets your ears is high and nasal. Oh my gosh, another one. And has been contorted into a rough approximation of a New York accent. Oh gosh, he looks horrible. He looks like a weird thug, whatever. Pleased to meet ya. Chang was kind enough to arrange this little sit-down between us. That's totally not a New York accent. He extends a slab-like hand for you to shake. You can call me Dr. Shenyang. Why are you named after a city? Come on now. Shakes his hand. Pleased to meet you. I'm Lore. His grip is as soft as his palm is moist. Ugh. It's like shaking hands with a boneless ham. Oh, gosh. You share a long and comfortably flaccid handshake before he finally releases you. I'm looking for a little outside help on a problem I've been having. Ordinarily, I'd handle it myself or have some of my friends see to it, but it's kind of delicate, you know? My guys would be noticed before they made any headway on my problem. So I figure, hey, I hire contractors all the time. Might as well get some contractors of a different stripe. Let's see. Tell me about your problem. Maybe we can help. I run a little film studio, Southern Crown Films. We mostly do trade work, but we record some sims too. Maybe you've seen some of my stuff. Space Mongols from the Moon. The Flavor of Pomegranates. Ultimate Kill Squad. Lie, sounds familiar. Can't say I have the pleasure. Ah, too bad. I'll send some over to Cheng so you can take a look. God, no. Anyway, there's this guy in the industry, and we've been busting heads since day one. Name's Neville Ma. He runs Yellow Spring Studios. No matter what I do, I can't shut him out of the biz. He always manages to get one over on me, stealing my stars. He's been running me to the ground with his show called Promises in Moonlight. The star's a girl named Penelope Wong. Let's see. New talent, but the viewers have been going nuts over her. She's the show's linchpin. I can't read. I'm getting tired. Hang on. I'm getting... Oh, fudge. I didn't read what I clicked on. Fuck. Hang on. I'm getting there. So about 6 months ago, I guess, is there a point to this or something? Neville was out in Guangzhou. I should know how to pronounce this because it's the capital of where my sister used to be living in. Guangzhou. For also, I think that's the thing that whenever I typed in Guangzhou for a while, it would pop that up for some stupid reason. Like, no, I'm not in China. I'm in Korea. For some hoity-toity party. He's on the road, probably drunk. A semi comes out of nowhere, and pow! Wrecks his fancy new Eurocar Westwind. Bad luck for Neville. Good luck for me. I figure, hey, that's the end of him for the year. And I start planning some new stuff he can't compete with from inside the hospital. You following me so far? Let me guess, he found a way to compete with you from the hospital. No, worse. The bastard is out of the hospital. He's back in the game, bringing out season 2 of Promises in Moonlight. I need that show off the air, one way or another. And that, my friend, is where you come in. How long did it take for him to recuperate? I tell you, kid, he should have been in that hospital for at least 3 months. And in physical therapy a lot longer. Only took him like a week to get out. Couldn't frickin' believe it. That kind of medical care costs top dollar. He's got a lot of money, but not that much. Maybe he's part cyborg. Maybe he has some... You know, he shredded his essence. Every time like that means that one of two things is going on. Neville could have found himself a silent partner, someone willing to pay top dollar for cutting-edge care. I don't think it's likely, but it could have happened. If it ain't that, the smart money says that he's been skimming off the top of Yellow Springs' earnings and not reporting it to the other shareholders. Wait. I don't understand how any of that. But anywho, tell me how I fit into this. I need you to go and get me something to blackmail Neville with. Find out how he could afford to get out of the hospital so fast. He works out of his penthouse most days, so search his computer, closet, sock drawer, whatever. There's got to be something incriminating in there. Where's this penthouse? Never lives in the Repulse Bay. It's this real swanky joint on the south end of Hong Kong Island. By the bay with the same name. Excuse me. I haven't been able to get anybody in to poke around his apartment because the security's too tight. Lucky for you, though, Neville's throwing a party on the mezzanine level with all the shops and a restaurant and balcony and such. He's collaborating the second season launch of his show, and everybody's going to be there. Gonna make a real snarl for the building security. Real snarl? Who says that? Probably someone. You might also want to hit up the party if you can bluff your way in. Everyone close to Neville will be there, and most of them will be three sheets to the wind by the time you get there. Some discreet questioning might get me the dirt that I need. Just remember, if you go to the party, don't use your real name. Go with Argyle. Should be safe enough. There's nobody in the biz out here with that name, so nobody will ask questions about how your work's going. Sounds pretty underhanded to me. Hit the apartment, hit the party, dig up blackmail information on Neva Ma. Sounds easy enough. Didn't you just make a better show? It's not just a better show. It's Penelope Wong, too. I get her. I get all her fans, too. They'll watch anything she's in. Listen, it's like this. A little blackmail never hurt anybody, alright? Well, except the person you're blackmailing. It's just how things work in the industry. I don't dislike the guy, but I gotta stay on top of the business. Now, the blackmail material is what I need more than anything. But if you can get Penelope Wong out of her contract, I'll pay you extra. Got it? I want the star power on my side. I just realized I don't have corporate or socialite for my etiquette, and I'm fucked. One last thing. I don't want you starting a scene while you're there. You interrupt this party, make a mess, or trash his apartment, and I'm not paying you. We clear on that? Why the concern? If you're going to hamstring me before I even get on the run, I want to know why. Because it's gauche, and I can't have Ma knowing I'm after him. In my business, everybody's got... Oh, I hear the music. So this is the festival is in the front parking lot area near the main gate, and that's like the opposite end of where I'm located. I'm in the back of the school area, so it's quite a distance with some buildings, trees, hills, and whatnot. It's literally lower than where I'm located. They're in a valley-ish based on where I'm located. Am I annoying? I'm after him. In my business, everybody's got dirty tricks. But you can make it public. But if you make it public, you're using them? Dr. Shenyang draws a finger across his throat. That's it. My career's as dead as the People's Republic of China. I guess that disappeared in this timeline. Nobody will work for or with me ever again, so don't embarrass me, eh? Understand, I'll be discreet. That's what I like to hear. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. You can get paid, and I'll put the word out you're a solid hire. Gosh, his face is so smug and ridiculous. Ugh, it bothers me. I don't like it. I don't like his face. I don't like his mug. You don't seem like you deal with Shadowrunners much. Shadowrunners, Moonlight Prancers, who gives a crap? I got money and a job, and I don't care who does it as long as the price is right. What's more, I get a lot of friends out of town. I got a lot of friends around town, and a lot of them run in your circles too. He looks up at you, eagerness in his eyes. So what? We got a deal? You gonna do it? We have a deal. He grins wide. His grin widens. Good man. That's what I like to hear. When you're done, drop Chang a line. I'll come meet you back here, and I'll hand over the money. Okay. You know what? I'm going to end it here. I'm kind of blah. I don't really feel like playing. I don't know why. I'm just tired. I mean, I know why I'm tired. I know exactly. I also have no money. I'm depressed about it. The character has no money. Can't buy shit. Can't buy magic. Ugh. I've not been doing anything that gives me good money. Ugh. So I have decided, since Saturday, nope, I get paid on Friday because, is it Saturday or Sunday? That's the first. Saturday's the 1st of October. So since Friday will be the last day of September, we're going to kick off October with something spooky. Well, it's not really spooky, but I'm going to consider it spooky because of what's being dealt with. And I'm going to play another game. So I'm thinking, excuse me, Mondays and Wednesdays will be Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. And then Friday and either Saturday and or Sunday, depending upon what day, like which day I might play games with my sister or whatever else. One of those days on the weekend will also be the other game. So yes, theoretically I'll be playing 4 days a week. 2 for Shadowrun, 2 for the other game. Which Shelby may have. No, I never really hinted at it. I may have mentioned getting it in the past, but I don't think I ever mentioned what it is. But you find out on Friday. So anywho, this has been DarkElf85 on YouTube, and of course I don't remember if I effing saved, even though I think I did. Yep, okay. So this has been DarkElf85 on YouTube, or HektontheMage here on PSN, and this has been Shadowrun, Hong Kong Extended Edition. I hope you all have a very good rest of the day, night, or anywhere in between. Stay safe out there, folks, and goodbye. And of course, I'm hitting the wrong button. Goodbye.